So Clear and Brilliant is kind of going through this. It's craze on the social media just because I think that a lot of the younger population is learning about lasers and fractionated technologies, and there's a low downtime treatment that they can do even at a lot of patients may at younger ages may be kind of anxious about pursuing a more aggressive treatment, and so Clear and Brilliant kind of gives patients that option. When Clear and Brilliant was first introduced, I personally didn't understand. I'm like, oh, I'm a laser guy. Why would I ever want to reduce the energy or the density on a laser? Why would I want to go full max? And what I found is that patients want that. Patients are looking for a treatment that they can do routinely for maintenance. And listen, with the Fraxel FTX, you're able to do that to a certain degree, but it involves, I call it more of a procedure, more downtime. It's not something that you can just easily kind of work into your workday if you decide on the spot that you want to get some type of resurfacing done. And so what the touch does is it addresses an unmet need. Younger patients that maybe don't want to address or repair a cosmetic concern, but want to do something a little bit lighter, more rejuvenative, but it's lighter in terms of what it costs them to kind of invest in terms of downtime. So it's 1927 and a 1440 instead of a 1550 nanometer wavelength. It's just powered a little bit differently, so you're putting a little bit less energy, you're not going as deep. But then again, that means it's less painful, less downtime, and patients are able to incorporate that into their schedule. And so I really love that for treating kind of just resurfacing the top layer of the skin. It serves similar purposes as the Fraxel FTX. Just think about it as something that maybe a younger patient or patient with not too many cosmetic concerns would select, and it opened up a whole new avenue to treat skin of color much more safely. Let's say the patients were either reluctant or the practitioners were reluctant. Clear and Brilliant touch is pretty safe to treat in that patient population.
So from a business and sort of a patient care perspective, what advantages do you see in offering both of these resurfacing options? I think from a business perspective, you kind of hit it. And from a patient satisfaction, I think you're right. They can bop in, they can get a Clear and Brilliant, and there's not the downtime. So yeah. you've got sort of what do we used to call them lunchtime procedures. I don't know what they call them anymore, but
yeah, it's lunchtime facials.
Lunchtime facial. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way to bring patients that may be reluctant into your practice, younger patients. It's a great way to kind of keep patients on a maintenance regimen. Let's say they come in for a Fraxel FTX. That next time they want a little bit of brightening or resurfacing, what are they going to do? They're not going to necessarily always do another Fraxel FTX. They can now just kind of either maintain the results with the Clear and Brilliant or add to their results over time. I found that a lot of my patients, especially because I remember I could treat a lot of skin of color, were like, I've heard lasers cause this, that, and that. Very, very concerned that they're going to have issues. The Clear and Brilliant has been great to help patients kind of get over that hump. Be like, hey, let's trust even patients that may need a Fraxel FTX. It's a great way for patients to kind of like trial what a laser would feel like and kind of what the treatment would look, recovery would look like, what the results would look like, and help them kind of build a rapport with the physician prior to pursuing a more aggressive treatment. That's actually been a very it was an unexpected boost in terms of kind of how I would use this with this particular device compared to the other devices. There's a lot of patients that just come in kind of like, hey, I want to try laser. I want to try it.